Assalamu alaikum. It's really nice to be back with you again for another lesson in Allah's beautiful names. Asma'Allah al-Husna. Today's lesson is about Allah's name Ar-Rahman, the All-Merciful. Every chapter in the Quran begins with these words. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Merciful and Compassionate. When I first read this in translation, I wondered, what is the difference between merciful and compassionate? I assumed that they were the same. For me, they seem similar and almost exactly the same. When I studied Arabic, I learned the difference. The word for mercy in Arabic is Rahma. Ar-Rahman is the All-Merciful One, whose essence is complete mercy. Ar-Rahim is the ongoing of showing this mercy. Allah continually exhibits His mercy to everyone everywhere, all over the world. Allah has also informed us that His mercy precedes His anger. He always allows space and time for those who have been astray to come to Him, to seek forgiveness. Think about all the crimes that are committed all over the world. Think about the murder. Think about the destruction and war. Think about all the transactions that have cheating and lying. And think about all the injustice to our minds that seems to be occurring. No, Allah is just. And what occurs is by Allah's will. These criminals, if Allah so chose, could be immediately wiped off the face of the earth. They could immediately suffer torture. But Allah does not do this. He allows them to continue living. He allows them to continue breathing, to keep enjoying the fruits of their life. Loved ones, beautiful homes and cars, most fine foods, and yes, He allows them to continue hurting others. But then His punishment does come. So when Allah says His mercy precedes His punishment, no one should ever feel that they're doing just fine. No, they should step back and think about Allah's mercy preceding His punishment. Allah has told us in Surah 39, Surah Al-Zumar, Inna Allah yaghfiru dhunuba jami'a, innahu huwa ghafurur rahim. Allah has told us that He always forgives. He is all forgiving and all merciful, and He forgives all sins. يَغْفِرُ الذُّنُوبَ جَمِيعًا, all sins. So it doesn't matter how bad you've been or how many sins you have committed. There is always a chance to seek Allah's forgiveness, and if you're sincere, you can be certain that He will forgive you. Allah has described Prophet Muhammad as the Prophet of mercy. Allah has said that He never sent Prophet Muhammad for anything other than to be a mercy to all of the worlds. That means that Allah knows that there will be those who will defame Prophet Muhammad, who will reject Prophet Muhammad as one of the prophets chosen by Allah to be sent to this earth to point us up to the straight path. And moreover, they will portray Him as a ruthless killer, as someone who was sent with a very, very difficult way of life, someone even that they have actually lied about and said will destroy Western civilization. Can you imagine that all of these lies are put forward and Allah is still showing the mercy by allowing all of these liars to continue lying? However, take care that Allah has warned. Those who do not show mercy will not be shown mercy. When Allah removes the quality of mercy from someone's heart, they are cursed. Their hearts grow very hard, and they don't care who they hurt. They're unjust, they're unfair, they're cruel, and they're cold. In this way, we can see that the quality of mercy is a gift, and Allah continually gives it, unless there comes a point when Allah's punishment is near. Then you will find that the merciless heart grows even colder, and at this time you should expect that Allah will send a punishment to the person who understands Allah's qualities are true and they are real. In Surah Ar-Rahman, which is the only chapter of the Quran that has been named by one of Allah's qualities, Ar-Rahman, the most merciful one, Allah begins this chapter, Ar-Rahman, Allama al-Quran. Allah tells us He is Rahman, and then immediately He informs us that He has taught the Quran. Allama al-Quran. Allah has taught the Quran, and without Allah you can never learn the Quran. Allah allows people to study the Quran and even to memorize every word of the Quran. And these are people all over the world since the Quran was revealed. I never dreamed that I'd be one of them. How could I have ever imagined growing up in the Boston area, being raised in a Catholic family, that Allah would choose me to become Muslim and to learn the Quran? It is the greatest gift that I have ever been given and that you could ever be given. I pray to Allah. I ask Allah that everyone will learn Quran. Try to study, even if it's only one verse, because you will be shown even more mercy once you turn to Allah and once you respect who you are. You are Allah's creation. He created you to know Him and to worship Him. And remember, every single chapter begins with the words, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, in the name of Allah, the All-Merciful, the All-Compassionate. Start and see. You will never regret if you begin to study the Quran. It's fine if you pick up a Quran in English. Do you know the first Quran I purchased was in Berkeley, California, in a bookstore there about 30 years ago. I was only browsing. I said, oh my goodness, Al-Quran, what could this be? I never even heard the word. Allah knows best where and when He will guide you. And inshallah, you could be a Muslim soon. Assalamu alaikum.